proud of him that day since he came home and having his mother brought the snacks, but there were 13 kids on the team and I only brought 12 snacks because they came in a dozen pack and I wasn't going to buy another pack. And as he said at age 6, nice job, Mom. Quite proud of him, Cody. Child's first irony. You know?
You knew he was your son, right?
Yeah, I knew he was my son, and I said, well, welcome to the real world. Things come in dozens, honey. Yeah?
Now, who was your English teacher in high school? Do you remember who it was? Do you remember what she was like?
I do remember a series, and I went to an all-girls independent school much like this, and there were some cantankerous older women, and unlike me, very unlike me, I think. So I must say I'm probably replicating some of their methods, but with a gentle touch, I think. You know, a modern gentle touch, the new age.
Now, what is you know, a lot of people you'll see they'll hide in their backpacks, but they'll take it out when no one's looking, like Danielle Steele romance novels.
Yeah, right.
You know those trash novels you find at
Girl
in
with
the
a Dragon
airport.
Tattoo, my favorite.
It's actually considered quality.
It is quality, yeah, exactly.
What is your guilty pleasure book?
Guilty. Well,
Or author?
I will say, you know, the Dragon Tattoo series is not considered guilty pleasure, is it? Though it is at the top of the bestseller list. So, you know, the older I get, the less I feel that I have time for that sort of thing. But I am reading right now, kind of reading, a book called, I'm actually reading Jonathan Franzen's book, Freedom, which is fabulous, it's huge, but also this little volume called Wasted about a girl who has chronic anorexia and bulimia. And I'm not sure why I'm reading it. So it's not particularly well written, but it is kind of interesting. So, but that would be a strange thing. And I did go through a period of time with conjoined twins and cannibalism. But they were all very well written books with lots of redeeming qualities. Yeah, very much.
Shedding a new light on you listening to this right now. I guess that answers the next question, which was what book are you reading right now?
Okay, Jonathan Franzen Freedom, which is, they say, is the book of the year, American masterpiece, and I highly recommend it.
Now this is a question that is close to my heart. What's your favorite word in the English language? You know I love words.
Yes. Lots of words come to mind. It's hard to come up with one. One that comes to mind right now is the word sinecure, because I don't have one. You know, Cody, you know what a sinecure is, right?
Of course.
You want me?
I'm going to let you define it.
I will speak for Cody here. A sinecure is a job that requires no work but is highly remunerative. So I think it's just a nifty little word. Exactly. I think it's a nifty little word. It just comes to mind. Tomorrow it'll be a different word. I also like...
So movie actors.
Movie actresses. Sorry.
Actresses.
Do I have to come up with one now?
No, are they...
Oh, yes. See, one could argue that. One could argue that. You could argue that, you know, women's tennis players only have to play 2 sets for five rounds and then they win $1 million. So one could argue that's a sinecure. So I think it's kind of an interesting, because everyone's after those, you know, they were trying to get those. But I also like Anglo-Saxon words, monosyllabic ones. I love the word toady. I just don't particularly like toadies, that's all.
Now, I think this is a question that a lot of people from the graduating class from last year want to know. Did Nick Bender copy you, or did you copy Nick Bender?
That's a good question. I think Nick and I probably were separated at birth, by birth in about 30 years. Maybe, give or take a few. So I wish me luck at Wesleyan. Yeah.
All right, last thing we're going to do really quickly is, it's something called, I don't know what to call it, the teacher name game, I guess. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to give you a name of a teacher. And I want you to think of the first word that comes to mind describing that teacher.
That can be put on film.
One word. That can be what?
Put on film. That's acceptable. Yeah.
I hope all of them are.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Don't confuse delay with editing.
Let's start with your husband, Tim Dunn.
Brilliant.
Mr. Miller.
Patient.
Mr. Black.
Eccentric.
Mr. Fawcett.
Mohawk.
Dr. Barrera.
Sweet.
Okay. Mr. Tumala.
Mature.
Mrs. Luberts.
Diminutive.
Mr. Carr.
Obnoxious.
Dr. Bacall.
Dr. McCall, so many words come to mind, a jumble of words. Smiley.
You pick a teacher. Who do you want to describe?
Okay, so I pick one and then you give me a word?
Oh,
No, okay.
No,
Oh, so who do
I still go here.
Sorry,
I still control my grades.
Sorry, but the question is, who do you interview next?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Another teacher that you would describe in one word.
Oh,
Let's go Dr. Corret.
Dr. Clay. Flemmy. But not phlegmatic. No, high energy.
Got it. Now, last question. This interview of the week series, obviously,
Yep.
by the name is going to be each week.
Right.
Who would you like to see interviewed? Who's the person, whether it be at the school, teacher, coach, student, person who went to alumni?
This is a great question. I think is school replete with lots of interesting personalities. And I think your next one needs to be somebody different, right? Maybe not as smart, as brilliant, insightful, sensitive, thoughtful.
Mr. Dunn.
Perfect. Yes, and of course someone who will agree to do this.
For reference, we were going to have Mr. and Mrs. Dunn. It was going to be the Dunn and Dunner Golden Couple of Country Day interview, but
circumstances conspired against that.
exactly. Mr. Dunn really wanted to be here. We actually had another chair, but last second.
Yes, the president called him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Dunn.